Hey guys, it is Micah and Tara together in real life. How cool is that? This is going to be our social media training that we learned from Shalene Johnson today at the Platinum Edge conference. It was amazing, and I wish every single one of you could have been here because I seriously was just like with my notes, and it was so good. So we are going to wrap up as much as we can and give you guys an action plan on how to utilize social media to grow as a coach and to move your business forward and to reach new people and build relationships, because that's what it's all about. So the first thing we want to talk about is your passion. Every single one of us is so different, and they talked a ton about our story and the most valuable thing that we have to offer, that you guys have to offer everyone, is you. And so it's natural, and it happens a lot for new coaches to sign up, put their coach hat on, and want to sell something and want to, because essentially you're like, well, that's how to help people. You need to sell products so that they can use them. But you forget that you are the main ingredient in the equation. Why is it like unfocusing?
That's all right. Whatever, we like.
Anyways, but so identify your passion. What makes you different than everyone else around you? What do you love? Like, there was this girl named Erin.
Yep.
Her Instagram handle is at
Fit Rocker Chick.
And she's a
awesome.
singer. She's a musician, and she's gorgeous, and she has really cool hair and really cool fashion. So she started posting about fitness stuff, and that's not what she got into coaching, because of the accountability, because she had an awesome story, because she loved that aspect of it, but she didn't know fitness and she didn't know nutrition, and so she felt awkward starting to post about all that stuff. So Shalene, was it Shalene?
Yeah.
Reached out to her and was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, if you're not comfortable with this, then post about what your followers and what you love. So she started posting about different hair tips, about fashion, about music, about her story.
She would sing.
Sing on her video, like on her Instagram, and that is what she bases it around. And then she just slips in her fitness stuff, and that she's running a group, and she asks for people who want help, and she helps them using Beachbody products. So this is her platform to do everything else that she loves and to help people and to change lives. So that really made me think, like, oh my heck, that's so true, because most of us aren't in the fitness industry or aren't fitness professionals, or this isn't what we know and what we do every single day. So implement what you know and your passion and what you love into coaching.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's the first thing.
Everyone wants to lose weight and feel good about themselves. It doesn't matter what they're into, what job they have. So her musicians, the people that she knew and that were following her for her music, still want to be healthy. So they trust her because they have that connection. So that's the thing. You do what you're good at, what your talent is. You find your niche. And that's why people are going to follow you. They're going to know if you're faking it, because people can read right through it. You know, especially when it's on social media.
Yeah. Okay, so Shalene gave us 5 steps to your social media strategy. So take notes, take out your notebook, and write these down. The first step is your goal. So what is your goal when you post? Every single time you post, there needs to be a reason for it. You're not just posting aimlessly. You're posting, and we'll go over content and what to post later. But your goal, essentially, since we run our businesses so much on Facebook, our goal is to get people on Facebook to then get them connected to us personally. So on Instagram, you're bringing them over to Facebook. On Facebook, you're bringing it into a personal message or into one of your challenge groups or into an email list if you have like a contact list through your website or whatever. But that is the goal with your Facebook posts, is to connect them to you and build those relationships.
Yep. Okay. So
I went over that kind of.
Yeah, you did just now. Yep. Okay. So 2 was destination, and Micah just went over it. It's basically why your goal. bringing your Instagram people over to your Facebook. So you need a destination behind it. So that's what she went over. The formula. So a formula is like if you have a like page. Now, if you have a like page, should we talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about this.
All right. So if you have a like page, you need to start building it. And there's ways to do that. Now, there's a couple ways of not to, like, we were taught to boost our posts. And what Shalene said is that it doesn't work. Do not boost your posts. You're not reaching, people aren't going to be seeing it any more than anything else. What you should be doing is boosting your page. So running ads on your page. So your page is out there instead of just your post. And it changes. Like the last we knew, we were supposed to boost. It's better for our page. But right now, we're saying no boosting. Okay? It's a waste of money. And also, you want to make sure that your content, and we're going to go over what content, but you're posting on your like page 3 times a day or more. Like the more you're posting and you're getting people to comment, the more that it's going to be put into people's news feeds and you're going to grow your business. If you don't have a like page right now, don't start one. You need to first build your regular page.
Start with your personal account and work from there and build that credibility in those relationships and then move to a like page.
Right. So you're going to be using what we give you on your personal page if you have one, or if you have a like page, you use it on there. Okay?
And I do both.
Yeah, she does both. I do a lot on my fitness page, and then I do I do different stuff on my personal page. So it's whatever you feel comfortable with. But don't start a like page if you haven't yet, because you need to focus on the content. If you're not posting 3 to 4 times a day on your personal page, then there's no reason for a like page.
And they talked a lot about regarding like pages. They don't get seen in the newsfeed near as often. So when you're a new coach and you're trying to start off on a like page, no one's going to see your stuff. And so until you're ready to invest in your like page, to pay to promote your page so that it gets seen by more people, don't mess with it. Because you can still be adding stuff in, but that can't be your focus. Yeah. That can't be where you're relying on getting new relationships built and getting challengers and that stuff. You have to work with your personal page too. Right.
Oh, and scheduling. Do not schedule things like Hootsuite or scheduling on the, there's an auto scheduler. Do not put your post and schedule them for a certain time because those aren't seen as well. So you're better off making, and we're going to get into this next. So the next one is scheduling. So number 4 is scheduling, making a schedule of when you are posting. When is the best times that your audience, and now your audience might be different from mine. So like Micah's audience, a lot of them are stay-at-home moms. So she might be posting at different times. When I was working, I was posting early in the morning because a lot of my audience was up getting ready for work. So it could be different. So getting those times 3 times to 4 times a day. Start with 3 if you haven't been posting a lot. And you're going to set what you're posting on each of those times, especially if you're working. If you're working a lot of hours, take time, if you're on your lunch break or whatever, set up, get your pictures ready with your quotes on them so you have them in your phone. All you have to do is post them. I used to use notes a lot, my notes on the phone, and write it out. So all I had to do in the morning is post the picture with the notes, with what the description. It's a huge time saver, and it makes you do it. Another thing I want to say, if you don't post for a couple days, Facebook knows. They're like Big Brother. Yes, it stops showing up in people's news feeds. So if you think, I'm going to take a couple days off from posting, that is a no-no. If you're trying to build your business, you need to post and be consistent.
Okay? Yeah, one of the top coaches related it to 7-Eleven. Like the manager doesn't close the doors and shut off the lights during business hours because people would stop going back. They would be like, oh, well, they're not reliable. They're not going to be open when I need them, and so they'll stop going. Facebook is our storefront. We need to be present. We need to be consistent. We need to be constantly adding value and showing up every single day because that is what helps our stuff show up. It helps people know that we're for real and we're not just like in a fitness fad this week and gonna fall off next, you know? So they need to see that we're being consistent because that's what most people struggle with.
And one of the other coaches said that Facebook should be like our fourth vital behavior.
For real.
I
think it is.
It is, for real. Mm-hmm. So get it.
Okay, number 5, and this is the biggest one. We're going to spend the most time on it. This one is create. And so this has to do with the content, what we're posting with the goal in mind. So whatever your goal in mind is, which is to build these solid relationships and to bring people to be personally connected with you, there's different ways to post different content and stuff like that. So Shalene said right now, videos are showing up in the newsfeed like crazy. They're getting tons of views. Those aren't like ones that I upload to YouTube and then post the link. It's not that. It's one that you organically upload into Facebook. Why did it go all dark?
I don't know.
One that you, that's probably why. One that you upload into Facebook through like the upload picture video thing. And those are getting a ton of views. Yeah. So even if you did like planned out, okay, every single week I'm going to do 3 videos. You could do a workout video. You could post like some moves that people can do from home. You could do a favorite recipe, how you're making something and do like a cute video for it. You could do your kids.
Makeup. Did you say
makeup tutorial or something cute.
Anything.
Like a motivational thing, or you can make one for your challenge group and be like, hey guys, I'm super excited for this challenge group, blah, blah, blah. This is how it's going to work. Message me if you want the information, blah, blah, blah. It can be short, whatever, but videos get shown up a lot, especially right now. And it'll probably change. So right now, I'll do some videos.
Yes. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I already did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we start on what to post?
Okay.
Okay. So what you're going to do is, please write these down. These are all the areas, all the types of posts that you should be doing. You're going to go through them. You can do you're going to just rotate through them, okay? So the first one is like a resource or tool. So write that down, resource or tool. And this relates to your goal. So a lot of times people will post a tip like a healthy eating tip or an article from
another website.
Yep, to back up something like vending machines, how they're horrible in our schools, or how much sugar is in our food today, or anything like that. Anything that relates to your goal, okay? Your goal of building a relationship doesn't have to be healthy food, healthy eating. Your goal is to build a relationship, so it could be around one of your other passions. What are your other purposes? A recipe, posting a recipe, something helpful. Okay.
Okay. The next one is entertaining. So she talked about videos in this one because obviously videos are pretty entertaining. Mm-hmm. If you guys don't follow Chelsea Pearson, you need to look her up because she posts videos quite often. She calls it vlogging, her video blogs, and she like dances and sings and does motivational stuff and like chit chats, and she's awesome. So check hers out and you can get some ideas. If you're not comfortable with that, you can also post people love funny stuff.
Oh yeah.
So post funny stuff because that gets a ton of feedback. The thing that you want to generate on social media is interaction. You want likes, you want comments, you want shares. So the more that you get of those things, the more people are going to see it. The more it's going to show up in their friends' newsfeeds and their friends' friends. So that's how it spreads and people come back to your page and they friend you or they like your page or whatever. So entertaining.
Good. Okay. The next one, what is this? Pedestal. Is that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Honor people for other things other than Beachbody. So pretty much like your coaches, you want to shout them out. You want to shout them out for things other than Beachbody related, not just for rank. Maybe it has to do with Beachbody, but you don't even have to. Just maybe for helping the most people this week. Maybe for just being so consistent with doing her daily activities or reaching her goals. Or maybe just by, being a good friend to you because she was there to listen to you through something. Whatever it is, you want to shout them out because it's important for them to feel valued.
And your challengers.
Oh, and your challengers, especially like even ones that aren't succeeding in the weight loss, but maybe are really getting into the personal development, if you're doing personal development, or if they're losing inches. A lot of people get upset if they're not losing weight, as in pounds, but their pants are fitting bigger. So you can shout them out for like just being consistent and being interactive in the group, whatever the case is. So doing stuff like that is awesome. Also, I want to say, when you're posting, keep this in mind. It doesn't have to happen after each of your posts, but you always want to do a call to action. Like, okay, well, what about you? Like, if you write something, you want to say, what about you? Or how do you feel about that? Something where they're prompted to comment. And then you interact with those comments. And that's going to keep your stuff in people's news feeds. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, the next one is question or poll. And we have talked about this before. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, if you're going to an event and you don't know what dress to wear, you can post, which dress should I wear? I can't decide, A or B, and post pictures of it, and then people comment. If you're struggling with something parenting-wise, you can ask for parenting tips, or ask, like, for instance, we're in the process of buying a house in the future. So lots of times I ask about buying a house, those questions that I'm not sure about, and I want advice from my Facebook people. Questions or polls. People love giving advice. They love sharing their opinion. They love feeling like they were a part of your decision. And so questions or polls are awesome. She talked about posting controversial things. And I thought it was good because she said it's okay to post something that's controversial. The thing that you want to be careful about is the stance that you take. You obviously don't want to publicly take a very one-sided stance on a very controversial issue, because then you're going to get haters and negative stuff all throughout your newsfeed.
Unless you're, I mean, Tara Carr.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. I mean, it's her personality. So
unless you can take the daggers and not let it affect you, I would stay away from that. And Shalene said, probably just post, like she says, put it out there and let them let them fight it out. Like, let them deal with it. But don't make it directly towards, this is how I feel. Right. And then have everyone else hating on you for the way that you feel. Right. So, but everyone loves stuff like that. I mean, whether it's politics or, like, different views on whatever, immunizations. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many. Just be careful. It's okay if it's controversial, but you don't want to be the person that they're attacking. Yeah. Because you don't, no. So,
all right. The next is upswing. Okay, so you always see those Facebook people, like, complaining about everything in their life, even their, like, you know, their ex-husband, whatever, and everything's so negative. My life it sucks, blah, 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 blah. So she's talking about here if you're going to post something, and we're all human, if you're going to post something negative, like something that happened to you, make sure there's an upswing to it. Like, but you know what? You know, after you post something, just be like, but you know what? I'm not going to get down on this because I'm a stronger person. And I know with the help of my family and friends, I can get through this. Something like that, or provide some type of positive to come out of something negative.
From it, or how they can,
a lesson,
how you overcome something. This goes along with turning your mess into a message. Mm-hmm. We all have messes that we deal with. We all have negative situations. We don't need to throw that all out onto Facebook, but if there's a positive to it, then you can post your negative stuff, mm-hmm. and then post what you learn from it, or how they can relate to it and utilize it for when they go through a situation that's similar or something like that.
Right. I post a lot about, my kids driving me crazy, and that's something that is not a positive thing. It's real life, and people are relating to me. But at the end of the day, and I'm writing these in the comments, I'm like, but I'm so thankful because it goes by so fast, and people are giving me tips, and you end it with a positive note. It's not done every day. So people are coming to you for the positivity. Make sure you do something positive if you're going to say something negative.
Did you have that one?
No.
Why did I have that one?
I don't know.
Okay, the next one is save time and money. So we've talked a lot about we don't want to push sales. We don't want to always talk about buying something and stuff like that. if something is on a flash sale, it's okay to post, hey, I just didn't want you to miss out, blah, blah, blah. People like to save money. They like a sale. They like things. So you can post things, not even Beachbody related, things in general that are quick tips to save money. Like maybe you've figured out alternatives with your grocery shopping that you can buy this instead of this. Or something when you're cooking, like for instance, when you're shredding chicken, instead of doing it with a fork, you can put it in the KitchenAid and shred it up with the cookie paddle. Mm-hmm. Like things like that. People love stuff like that. So that was another one.
So saving time and saving money, very important. But yeah, if you look at this, she said this is the time where you can put in like the Beachbody thing, like, hey, I want you guys to really, this is huge value, this challenge pack. And if you look at all the stuff we're talking about, this is only one tiny, 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 tiny part of it. So that means you're not posting about that every day. Okay. The FAQs. Okay. So this is for like, if people are coming to you, there's two ways to go about this. If people are coming to you and asking you questions in private messaging or whatever, you're always getting the same questions. Like a lot of people ask me like what I eat. So one of the things I have done in the past on my health page is, hey guys, I know you've been asking me, here's a typical day's worth of what I eat, my meals, and people love it because they've asked me for it. Or you can also say, hey guys, I just want, let's do a little Q&A, ask me a question, and and it has to be appropriate, I would say, but I don't know how you would put that in there, but ask me a question and I'd love to answer. Or some people actually do it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I've seen like some of the coaches on Instagram will post a tiny video and say, hey guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask me that you've been dying to ask me, we're doing a Google Hangout on YouTube. I know Andrea Crowder has done it. Mm-hmm. So you can do it like that, or hit me up on Facebook and check out my post and you can ask me questions on there. Whatever. And that's a way to get them over from Instagram.
Yeah, and lots of times, like, I did it when I was running my photography business, and I said, hey, guys, I have 10 free minutes, so if you guys have any questions for me, then we have 10 minutes, and I'll answer anything. And so then in the comment section, they'd ask, and I'd answer them, and they just
love that.
And when the time was up, and I was done, so you can cut it off. So that's kind of fun, too, and you can interact with your people and get to know them and build those relationships.
That's smart.
Okay, the next one is motivational. So obviously, the world is so negative as it is, and so many people, their news feeds are filled with complaints and crap and stuff that is just so like energy sucking. So you want to be that person that provides a little bit of positivity and motivation and inspiration. So posting your motivational quotes, or the time that I always post my motivational stuff is right after I'm done reading my personal development. Because after I'm done reading, I am like revved up and ready to conquer the world. And so that's when I go straight to Facebook and I post either a quote from the book and kind of expound upon it, or I just post a quote that I think people will value and that people can use in their life, or I just post a message that maybe came to me after I was reading that I felt like I should share. So, but motivational stuff is super important, especially for what we do, because we want to be a positive outlet for people, and we want to be that person that they can look to for positivity.
Right. And going into the next it's a how-to, like a system. And this even plays off of the motivational thing. Doing motivational stuff, people are going to start to expect it. I do mine in the morning. People expect it when they wake up in the morning. So having a system, like I talked about before, making sure that you have a schedule of when you're posting and you stick to it so people can expect what you're providing for them, whatever it is. Make sure your videos are uploaded right to Facebook, and make sure that you're just, almost like staying consistent with your posts. Another thing she talked about was you can recycle your stuff. So don't think because you posted a motivational thing one day and you can recycle it like the next month and post it. I mean, people haven't seen, not everyone has seen it. You don't want to do it all the time, but just keep your stuff. I know she does it. She has it on Evernote. I think she said Evernote. And she just keeps her posts in there so she could just reuse them. And there's going to be a program that's coming out that's going to help you do that as well, which is really cool. It's not out yet, but next one.
Okay, the next one is gratitude. So this kind of goes along with motivation as well. You can have, maybe you have like, there's not a G word, but she did it on Sunday. She had a thank you Sunday. So every Sunday she would post something she was thankful for or something that she really was feeling grateful for that week. And then she always ends with, okay, your turn. Share with me what you're thankful for. And that is such a good way. I think most people don't sit down and think about their blessings and think about what they truly are thankful for in their life. So that's a good way to just help people to think about those things and to realize the things that they have and not always the things that they don't.
Yes, that's right.
That's so positive, common.
Okay, the next one. This is who I am. Do you have that too?
No, this is when I was going to throw up.
Yep, that was
pretty awesome.
Fun times here. This is who I am. So, okay, when she talked about this, she was like, pretty much, you need to be yourself. You have something valuable to offer to someone. You can't pull things from other people. You can't be someone that you're not. People are going to see right through it. So make sure that you are being yourself, being real. Don't put on, this perfection thing. No one wants to see perfect. Everyone wants to see real. That doesn't mean throw out your dirty laundry all over the place every day. But you want to be yourself and be real. So stick to what you know. Stick to what you're good at. Mindy Lawhorn talked about it the other day. She was like, listen, I like to eat. I like pizza. I struggle with my weight. I'm not going to go out there and tell people that I am a nutritionist. I know everything there is to know about nutrition because I would be lying. I can't be someone I'm not, but I can help someone and we can do this together. So be yourself and take your talents and what you know and use them to, when you're designing your posts and stuff.
Invitation. Do you want to do that one?
Inviting. So inviting is obviously part of what we do as coaches. So inviting is just, I would say, your posts to
challenge group promotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, a call of action. Like, I'm looking for people to join me in a free challenge. I'm looking for people to get fit with me for after the holidays. Whatever the case is, it's your challenge post. And you guys know that your challenge posts need to look nice. They need to look professional. They can't be ads because people will scroll right through them. Okay, so it needs to be eye-catching, like something. And they also talked about the first line of Andrea Crowder talked about the first line of your post when you're posting stuff needs to grab someone's attention. It needs to be something that someone's not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to read this. When you're also posting long things, like I know Brandy Bots, a lot of people post long, paragraphs and paragraphs of like what they're feeling or whatever. Don't post it all together. You're going to do it in like 2 to 3 sentence increments. Because what that does is keep the reader's eyes going. If they see it all in one mass, they're going to be like, I ain't reading this. I'm just going to scroll right through. But if they see a little bit at a time and it was exciting to start, they're going to get to the end, okay? Also with the videos, I want to say quickly, short and sweet. Christine Dwyer said she was looking at all her videos and like there's a way that you can tell if people have made it through all the way and not. She said her videos were short. They were like a couple minutes long and like 80% of the people stopped watching after 3 seconds. Like she's like, what? They didn't like my name? Like that's all it was. But the videos that were only 30 seconds long, she got more people to make it through 15 seconds of it. So therefore, you got to keep it interesting and short if you're doing videos. If you're doing them yourself, you just want to get it to the point. I know Rachel did one on a challenge group that I showed my team. It was basically on the 21-day fix, really quick challenge. It was a call to action. So those are some things that you can do. Make it short. The first thing that you look at when you're watching a video is what? The time. No one wants to sit there for 15 minutes listening to you talk after we've been here for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is a huge, huge part of the business, and we wanted to make sure that you got it down. I think that's it.
That's all of Shalene's. Was there anything else that we learned that we want to include while we're at it?
I think we totally just
Covered everything?
Yeah. I
What
mean,
do you guys think?
that's a lot of great information that we never had. I mean, this is stuff that you can totally use. All of those categories, what I would do if I were you, I would just start writing down examples of how it fits into your life. And then go with that for the next couple of weeks. You look like you're going to throw up.
I'm tired and I don't feel good, guys. This is awesome.
This is what all we've been doing all weekend. Is such great training. We've been training and working like this.
There's an 80s party going on right now.
And we can't go.
And we're making videos for you guys.
We're sick.
But it'll be worth it.
We're sick people. All right, guys.
Yeah. So post any questions you have. Start implementing these things. And make sure that you're posting consistently. Because when you run a business on social media, you can't show up one day and be MIA another. Because that is the biggest, easiest way to get hidden in people's news feeds.
So all of your hard work before went just down the tubes.
Yep.
Don't let that happen.
All right.
All
Talk
right.
to you later, guys.
Bye, guys.